It's Ricky Gervais! Now, Ricky, after seeing that, quite understandably, you've given up music for a while and you've returned to stand-up. And your sellout tour Humanity opened last Tuesday in Bristol.
Yeah.
But Little Bird has told us that you've been a bit poorly.
Oh, this is embarrassing, right? So the second night of the tour, I went out on stage and I felt a bit funny before. I was like, can I have an aspirin or something? I came down with a bug. Basically, I'm fine. It's a bug, right? But I went out there and I was doing it and I felt a bit faint and I felt a bit hot and my heart was going. And I went, oh, sorry, I've just got to sit down a minute. And all the audience went quiet and I started joking about it. I said, is there a doctor in the house? I'm definitely having a heart attack.
No.
Right? And that's the bit that got in the paper.
Well, it would, wouldn't it?
I know, exactly. So I had to call my family. No, I'm not having a heart attack. I felt a bit poorly. So, no, it was a bit of a bug. But they were laughing when they thought I was going to die.
Well, you know what, Ricky? We're going to be talking about your tour a little bit later. But just so you know that Dave and I and the One Show love you, we've got you a little present just in case you feel a bit dodge halfway through.
Brilliant.
We've got your hot water bottle, a blanket and a bucket in case it gets serious.
That's fantastic. I need one for both ends.
Absolutely, absolutely.
When they're eating cake. This makes me look a giant.
It is. Anyway, Scunthorpe or...
Each wave spells out a letter, and that actually says, in the garden, 7 metres from the flag is the Kingsway, which, if you live in Scunthorpe, there is a park called the Kingsway.
Yes.
There's a flag there, and then 7 metres from the flag, you would find the Viking brooch. And there it is, look, that's the Viking brooch that was found, and there's the flag. And so that was the first one.
Okay.
And is that real, a Viking brooch?
Well, there is a real Viking brooch in a museum in Scunthorpe, but what they've done is recreated it in gold for people to find for this treasure hunt. The people who find it get to keep it. Not bad, huh? So this one.
Not bad. Yes.
All right, this one's slightly more... You can get it. Like, that's a word search. And actually, Ricky, you had a go, didn't you? I gave you a couple of words.
I found one word and I couldn't find the other one.
But I love that you were like, oh, you can go backwards.
I didn't... Yeah, see, I wasn't looking for that, was I?
Yeah.
You know, so that you can go backwards. Once you said I could do that, I found
it straight away.
And then diagonal as well, so...
You can go backwards.
I wasn't given all the information.
No, I thought you did well with half the information.
So what that says is, OK, here we go. An octagonal place to listen to a golden sink plunger, which is like, what the heck? Exactly. Well, in a place called Brigg, not far from Scunthorpe, there is an octagonal bandstand.
Right.
And near the octagonal bandstand is a golden statue of a woman playing a trumpet, which looks like a plunger. Do you see? There she is.
Yep.
And that is where they found, you would find the Roman ram, the gold Roman ram. Are you with me, Ricky?
I am.
You're with me. It's all
And
good.
what about the red one, Anita?
This is the most exciting one, OK? Because actually, the gold has been found for this one, which is a Tudor fisherwoman. But this is the one that Luke said he reckons only about 5 people in the country will be able to crack this code. And it hasn't been solved yet. The gold has been found, but because this hasn't been solved, the wonderful Luke has said that whoever can solve it, he will donate money to a charity of
Oh, that's
Brilliant.
good. Oh, well done him.
Wait, you mean someone just found the gold and didn't know what it was doing there?
Well, basically, they kind of stumbled
That's
it.
ridiculous.
Oh, well, that's fantastic.
That's ridiculous.
Good old Scunthorpe.
Absolutely. Well done, Scunny.
We want people to get to Scunthorpe to go and see this. And, you know, since this exhibition opened, it's the top 5 most visited exhibition they've ever had at their gallery since 2001. So we want people to get...
Is this binary?
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. He's cracking it already.
See, he's stopping. Take it away and give the answer away.
I could crack it, but it would take me the whole show. So
it's fascinating, though,
It is.
isn't it?
It is.
And thank you so much,
Thanks,
Anita.
Anita.
Thank you.
pleasure.
Now, this... Yes? Have you heard any mumblings or grumblings?
What, on TV?
Yeah, on TV, yeah.
Yeah, I assume it's my hearing going, though.
So did we.
Yeah, exactly. Geordie accents, they don't mean a lot.
I've got subwoofers under my sofa.
I love Geordie. It's my favourite accent. I'm going to say that now. So I was joking. Yeah.
Well, you know, everybody who comes to see you will hear you nice and clearly. But the tour is sold out. So
I know.
Why are you here?
Yes.
Well, there'd be an empty sofa, wouldn't there?
Yes, that is true. We'd have nobody to talk to.
The tour is sold out. It's sold out. UK, Europe, America's gone.
Reykjavik in 2 hours.
I know, crazy. Chicago went in 5 minutes. It went. It's beautiful. I'm overwhelmed, but some of the tickets, of course, are got by touts and they go on secondary websites.
Yes.
So I'm saying don't buy those, right? Because we held some back that are called premium sort of platinum tickets, and we're trying to undercut those touts and make more tickets available.
Good.
And the profits are going to charity. It won't
brilliant.
stop it. It won't
No.
stop it, but at least the charities will make, you know, a few £100,000, and it's just a gesture. But I can't. I'm overwhelmed. People, you know, hard-earned cash, and they come out. It's such a privilege. I'm enjoying it more than I ever did, mainly because of that as well.
Well, no, there's always been a theme, hasn't there, Ricky, to your tours? We've had politics, we've had animals. What can we expect from Humanity?
Well, this is slightly different in that it's less persona than my first four.
Right.
You know, all comedians have a bit of a persona, even if it's just a slightly more confident, brasher version of themselves.
Sure.
But mine's less and less now. I think I've reached that age where I've got old people's rights, so I just say what's on my mind.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do, yes.
And it's much more anecdotal, it's much more honest, it's much more about my past and everything.
So it's a more personal. It's a more
It
personal
is.
tour to you.
Yeah, I mean, people will still be offended. Don't get me wrong. You know.
So really, if a young Ricky Gervais came to see you perform now, would he find you've mellowed with age, or have you got edgier?
I think that the good thing about this is it's a bit of both, actually. But I think because I've been going for so long, people know what I'm doing now. They get it. They know that I'm playing with the perception of myself, and I'm playing with my own persona. So I think people know when I'm being naughty and getting it wrong, and when it's heartfelt, and they certainly seem to. I've done 3 dates in Bristol, which was amazing, and you know, even the critics got it. So
I think
it was nice.
people know you so well and understand the difference, don't they? Now, I think.
I always thought they did, but you know, you can't legislate against stupidity. You've got to do your thing and hope that like-minded people come and see you.
Sure.
But it's usually things that are taken out of context. You know, in the arena, everyone's laughing.
Yeah.
But it's someone who suddenly takes a quote and puts it on Twitter, and someone goes, "Oh, he said that."
that.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
even heard what I've
Yeah.
said, and I talk about that in the show as well. This crazy, you know, scandal and.
Your partner Jane, doesn't she? She plays a key role in your material. She's a bit of a sounding board, isn't she?
I often come back and I say to Jane, "What do you think of this?"
Yeah.
And she says, "Please don't say that in public." And I know it's good. In fact, she does worry about like the backlash and the press reaction. So often, particularly if I'm hosting the Golden Globes, I often throw in fake punchlines that I'd never do, just
brilliant.
to really worry
I
her.
love those.
And there's things that I would never say, off the charts. And she goes, "Oh, please don't do that." I'm like,
Well, you know, it's the Oscars on Sunday, and I mean, we'd love to see you present the Oscars.
Be brilliant.
But are you a bit too edgy for the Oscars, do you think?
I think it's a nice, lovely, stuffy occasion, and even I don't want to see me ruin it. No, do you know what? I would do it if they said the same as the Golden Globes. You can say what you want.
Yeah.
But they never would. But if they said that, I'd do it. But you've got to go. You mustn't be curbed.
No.
Otherwise, you get someone else to do it. You know.
No, brilliant.
Well, tickets for Ricky's tour are available now, and more tickets will be announced soon.
Yes, even though these have sold out, I'm putting some more. You know, it's not
Some
the
more
end of it,
dates on.
and there are the platinum tickets. So still go to the website. You might be lucky.
Cheers, Ricky. Thank you. We're over here in our performance area, and Rag and Bone Man's here.
It's true. We can't call you Mr. Boone. Can we call you Rory?
Yeah, perfect.
Is that all right, dude? Thank you.
Yeah,
Now, Rory, you've got a little patty at home of your own, haven't you?
I certainly have.
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's a little Sphinx cat, is she?
Oh,
Is she
wow.
there? Oh,
Wow.
she's gorgeous.
She's wrinkly.
She is a little bit.
Now, Ricky, are you going to have a nibble of the patty?
I will. What is this? It's
It's a
potato
whole
and
patty. This
Right.
is just off the
It's
Vicky.
a
Okay.
whole delicacy. And is this the sort of thing you reckon you'd be eating on tour? We've got him!
So basically, potatoes and bread.
Yeah.
So a big blob of starch.
It wouldn't go well in LA, would it, really?
No, my body's a temple.
Carbohydrate overload.
Oh no, yeah. Bang goes the Atkins.
Oh, well. You are looking quite buff, you
I'm
know.
wearing black.
It is.
Forget
It
it.
is.
Don't even bother. I feel positively clean shaven. Amongst you lot as well.
Rory, it's been a huge week for you. You've managed to nab 2 Brit Awards and Critics Award and British Breakthrough Award, a feat that no artist has ever achieved.
Wow.
How did your father help you?
Well, it gave me a couple of pints and told me to go on stage and sing. Yeah.
Well, Rag and Bone Man will be
Good
singing
parenting.
for us soon. I can't wait.